become the first side to do so, maintaining 100% records. Bijapur Bulls, they were the finalists last season. They were here. They were the runners-up. They didn't get their hands on their trophy. If they do so today, they can become the first team to win this KPL twice. And someone who knows what it's like to be in Big's finals at the greatest stage of them all, the World Cup final. A final is a final, Binga. You know, what happens in your head, what happens in the locker room, captain, coaches, what's everyone saying?
Well, good evening, Mayanti. Good evening, all. A lot. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of team talks, there's a lot of no excuses tonight type of sort of scenario. So I reckon the most important thing in a final is to try to relax, enjoy yourself, understand the reason why you've made the final, and have fun. You've got to have fun in finals.
Got to have fun. Look, we have the benefit of enjoying ourselves. The one person who's really enjoyed himself is Professor Dino. He is with two key men. I call them key because they really could change the cards for either side over here. Dino, what you got for us today? You're just starting trouble everywhere. No, it's right.
Just take the trophy, just go home. It's easy.
It's right there. We can do it. But obviously, Dino had a chat with these two. Look at the big names, the players to watch out for both teams.
Tonight, I think it's going to come down to experience and confidence tonight, which is why I think Robin Uthappa might hold the key.
Now, they had the same strategy, both these teams, in semi-finals. It was a low-scoring one, both the semi-finals. What will happen in the toss today? Let's find out. A little bit of work, the Bengaluru Blasters. We've got the coach besides me, and is that what I think it is?
Oh, yes, it is. It's back.
It's back. All right, then,
Here
coach.
It is. It's the red book. She's back.
Coach, let's have a look at the follow wickets. Let's break down that innings for us.
You know what? It all started from in the first over, the run out. You know, Barrett Chipley, if he got paid.
And you might feel disappointed. Your team has become better as a bowling unit. You had a chance to speak to Shreyas. He and Anand Dodamani bowling in pairs is not the biggest of totals. You expect the conditions to behave in the second innings.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt that the biggest problem they've got here for Robin Uthappa is when they're going to bowl Shreyas Gopal. He's the ace in the pack. You know, they've got Ashdeep, the right arm off spinner. You've got the left arm orthodox of Mitchell Khan, of course, and Anand. They don't want to bowl Shreyas Gopal, but the key is get Chipley out. If you can knock him over early, get one for none, all of a sudden you've got to create some panic. They've got to try to get them 3 down, I think, by the end of the power play. Swing the ball, nick them off, have slips in play, and then shut them down with spinners. There's enough there for the spinners to do some havoc there, I believe. This game's not over. I've seen games. I've seen a game in Australia where one team, Queensland, WA only made 71.
Just comes to the fore.
Yeah, there it is, 71, and they have Viv Richards and Greg Chappell, and they'll bowl there for 61. So you got to believe that you can. That was in a final, so you can change things, but you've got to get wickets early.
Bengaluru fans, I'll take you back to 2 nights ago because that's what happened against Mysuru. They bowled really well. It was a low total. But let's look good back on this KPL overall. We're into the 7th edition. And since I've got a coach besides me, a coach that knows how to win titles, how to get the best of their players. Look, we've had some really good knocks in this tournament, including a man who's playing today, Robin Uthappa, coming back into the KPL. You know, he didn't play last season. He made quite a statement in his opening match, didn't he?
No, he's not, and it's a really good example. He chased a wide one today, and it just swung like a couple of inches. That was enough to get the outside edge. Gee, I tell you what, apart from the first 2 games there, where they got 226, 160, they'd be disappointed with his form in the KPL. That was sublime knock, one of the best knocks we've seen without doubt.
Started so well, Robin Uthappa has had his moments. Another one of the Bengaluru Blasters who's had a really good tournament, that's Pawan Deshpande.
Yeah.
You know, he's been one of the big boys. He's really come into this fore in this KPL as well. He's the top scorer so far for his team. Just take you back to one of the best knocks that we've seen so far from him, looking back at that. But what did you enjoy most about Pawan Deshpande this season?
The day, he needs a bit of a talking to, if I can say. I think they needed him today to actually try and carve out a workman-like innings today and sort of try to blast it out. And he got caught by Cariappa on the boundary, which he shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. So he nearly got hit over his head. But they're the type of knocks today when things were tight and tough that IPL scouts will look at. He just got to learn who to pick on, where to get his 1s and 2s. And he needs someone to sit down with him and talk him through this innings here. But the kid's got talent. Without doubt, the kid's got talent. And it's up to him to make little mistakes like he did today, that'll make him better player down the track.
When things are tight, like you said, IPL experience shines through. Vinay Kumar, he was captain of the Hubli Tigers, got his team into the semi-finals. He's been stellar this season with the ball. We just look back at one of the best spells.
A great job for the Hubli Tigers as the skipper and everything. He'll play IPL for a few more years yet. I just love the way he's gone about his work. Can bowl around the wicket, over the wicket, bowls at the death. Outstanding.
We love this mix of players. Vinay Kumar is captain of Karnataka. There's someone like KP Appanna who's been around the realms of Karnataka for a while. He's been a Ranji Trophy player. But the kind of season that he's had in the KPL, including today, KP Appanna is really knocking on the doors once again of his stateside.
But sometimes you're only as good as your fieldsmen if they take your catches. But I tell you what, he's got this what we call the one finger looked at. He's not frightened of bowling to gum players.
He's been part of IPL squads before, so if he gets another opportunity, I'm sure they're looking at this. It's a great little comeback from him.
He's not frightened to bowl to big names. And it's a bigger problem when the young guys are coming through. Oh, what do I do to Virat? What do I do to AB de Villiers? What do I do to bowl to so-and-so? And he doesn't have that. He knows how to bowl. This ball that comes back in is a fantastic. Not too many guys in the IPL bowled as good as him.
All right, I do have time for you to warm up those reflexes a little bit because it's time to see some of the top catches. I wonder if any of them are as good at Professor.
Look, it's just fantastic showing them skills. And I remember, if I could bring his name up one more time, Sir Donald Bradman said he didn't mind one-day cricket. The only reason why he went to one-day matches, and if he was around today, T20, is to watch the fielding. He just loves the athleticism of these guys, and they put on a spectacle.
Fielding has to be on point because it's not the greatest of targets that Bijapur Bulls are chasing. Now they've got Bharat Chipli. He's the man who has got the orange cap on his head. Can he convert it into a trophy? The only thing we know for sure is the team with the initials, with BB, will be lifting that trophy. Back to you, Coms. Got the man just as he's walking off, putting off all his equipment. Congratulations for yet another title. You are the lucky charm. You and Naga Bharat are the lucky charm. Part of a winning team last year, part of a team with Bijapur this year.
I think it's always a great...
A bigger smile if you're enjoying this book.
Yes, definitely.
There we go, buddy. Congratulations once again. We're going to go, of course, to Professor Dino. Dino, who you got besides you? Thank you, Professor. On to two men spinning a web of destruction. Congratulations, guys. You kept it toe tight with the bowling towards the end. Talk to me about your plans. Talk to me about you inflict.
And I think we both did that. As a team, we did that.
Well, you know what this man here said? This is your third final? Third final? You know how to do these things, right?
Yeah. We both are called as spin twins for Bijapur Bulls, always.
Who's kept it intact for you, your owner, is standing by with Professor Dino, isn't he? He's been there right from the start. Let's hear from the man who must be truly excited. Dino, over to you. Well, Dino, the party's already started. That too with the next generation of the Bijapur Bulls who's joining us. Let me first have a chat with this man, Naga Bharat. I spoke to Abbas, said there's something about you guys being part of winning teams back to back. Now you saved the best for last.
Yeah, it's always happy to hit the winning shot. And yes, this is my 5th year of KPL and this is my 5th final and this is my 2nd win.
It's getting better, those numbers. 5th year KPL, 5th final, 2 titles back to back. Deepak Chogle, I don't know if you guys remember, he used to play in the KPL. Now as a coach winning these titles, you've seen it all. Has it different sitting on the sidelines as a coach watching these boys out there?
Yeah, it's totally different, definitely, and motivating these guys and keeping them together throughout the tournament and keeping the energy going, keeping the intensity going throughout the tournament. But these guys are, a great bunch of guys, and most of the guys have played 3 or 4 finals together, so they have this experience definitely, and they have been
on the field and you sitting on the bench. When do you think you started playing your best cricket? There were a few last over finishes, all these little things happen. When did you feel we can go all the way?
We just knew from the match I hit the first ball 6. Everyone believed that yes, we are going to win this championship, and that's where all it started. And all, of course, we have a support staff like this, and what best we can get.
Okay, well, she's not too into the party right now.
she's off to sleep now.
But he is into the party, all right. Say something to all the Bijapur Bull fans watching. Come on,
I'm very happy about the success of our and it's been we have been champions twice, runners up last year and young side this year.
Are you the youngest in that side? I think so. Guys, the youngest in the North, yes, he said. Congratulations. Back over to you, Dino's got someone besides him. Of the KPL. Congratulations. 7 years this tournament has, it's the longest T20 domestic league that we've seen in India. Into its 7th year, what did you enjoy most this season?
I think we are the only association who have been successful.
Talent pool here. Several of your players have represented the country, are representing the country, are in India A, and this is a great potential really to see for IPL scouts. So Karnataka as a state are continuously producing that quality.
Absolutely, yes, because in spite of the fact so many stars were busy with the commitment to the national India AB, so still we had a fantastic games of cricket, and the KPL is mainly to develop the stars. We are looking at the stars to be born from this KPL, and which is a window for the IPL, and I would not like to name any specific person, but there is a huge talent in Karnataka. Way forward, I am sure there are a huge number of people who got opportunity to play at the IPL.
We appreciate seeing matches in Hubli and Mysuru when the crowds come out, even at the Chinnaswamy in Bengaluru. But what plans for next season?
No, basically one is that we would like to ensure that we should be the #1 tournament.
You had a lot of work, but have you had fun? Have you been able to enjoy the matches? Enjoy yourself?
Absolutely, it was a very tiring effort when we shifted the matches from Hubli to Mysore. 1 week ahead because of the weather conditions we had to shift it, and we are thankful to our groundsman, our curators, our zonal coordinators at Hubli and Mysore who have done a fantastic job, who have taken up the responsibility in a record time, put the ground in order. Thank you very much for our groundsman, also very special thanks.
And thank you so much for talking to us and taking out the time. Yes, it is the Bijapur Bulls who've lifted it for the second time. I'm going to hand you back over to our commentators.